Down here at the start for the running of the Group 2 Godolphin Mile. They've all got down here. It's a very warm afternoon, so you can understand that a few of these horses, including Surfer, who you can just see right behind me, he's just a little bit warm getting towed down here with Richie Murrin in the saddle. We also had Forjat parading around just behind me earlier on. He's also a little bit warm, but it's around 36 degrees, so no surprise that we've got quite a few a little bit hot and sweaty behind the stalls. The horse to look out for and the hot favourite for the race is Tamacuz. He's a horse who has had issues at the start before, but let's hope that he breaks well from that inside draw and runs as well as he has at his last few starts. Red light is on, so the starting proceedings are about to get underway. They're getting called forward, freewheeling. The first to get set, so we head back to Laura now.
Thanks to Edward. There's a Dark Emerald. We just saw Surfer having that bit of a wipe down. It is a warm day here at Meydan. He's got a little bit warm there as well, hasn't he? Braidster, who's a really interesting horse. We touched on the Eddie Keneally connection. It's a horse who stays further than this. And he hasn't run since September, Braidster. Eddie Keneally, I think, has laid him out for this and say he's been posting some great times on that work tab over in the States.
Absolutely, he's been having him out here very early. 3:45 and 4 o'clock has been working very quietly away from all the razzmatazz. A real good trainer, attention to detail. Eddie Keneally, currently, of course, based in Florida, has about, 40 or 50 horses in training, but he's a shrewd man, Eddie Keneally, and he would not be coming, as they say, for the fresh air here in Dubai. He's coming to bring dollars back home.
So a tip from you before we go to Terry?
I think, despite being drawn out wide, I think Surfer each way, but I think the favourite will be very difficult to beat.
I can't desert Tamacuz now. It's Tamacuz for me. Good luck to Paul Hannigan. And let's see if we can get some thoughts from Terry.
So the field continuing to load. The Godolphin Mile, it's sponsored by Meydan Show Bar. At Grade 2 level, it carries a purse of $1 million. And it looks a very open race. Tamacuz, drawn on the inside, has had a really good carnival. Can he take it through to the big race on the programme? So the line just about ready. Tamacuz is still out. Sloan Avenue is still out. Surfer is still out. The big race for the milers. Tamacuz, the international favourite. Tamacuz has enjoyed a very successful Dubai World Cup Carnival and is trying to cap it here in the grand final for the 1600 metres horses. Ridden by Paul Hannigan. He's drawn perfectly in gate number 1 and he moves up into the stalls. They're just about ready. Shane Ryan at the button. Signals are given. Gates fly and they're racing in the Godolphin Mile, and Tamacuz, up to his old tricks, was slow to move. He missed it a length and a quarter. Layal and Sloan Avenue went back shortly after the break. Freewheeling came out quickly. Frankie Four Fingers began well. Dark Emerald third. Then Graphic, Surfer, Prayer for Relief. Tamacuz driving up on the inside of Quadrivium. Braids to midfield, 3 away from the rail. A length to Pylon from Gold City, Layal, Sloan Avenue. Forjat is second last, and Old Harthek is a length and a half away, bringing up the rear as they charge down the back of the track. They ran the first 400 metres in 24.6, and Frankie's the leader. Frankie Four Fingers takes them onto the back bend. He shows the way by a neat length to Dark Emerald. Freewheeling is third. Surfer's gone to fourth from the wide gate. Tamacuz a half length away fifth. Layal's continuing to make ground on the fence. Then Pylon, Quadrivium, Sloan Avenue, Gold City, Harthek, Graphic, Forjat, Prayer for Relief and Braidster had dropped out to the tail. Frankie Four Fingers brings them onto the bend. 400 metres left to go as they flatten for the big prize. Frankie Four Fingers a length and a half in front of Freewheeling. Tamacuz into the clear. Layal on the rail. Sloan Avenue is deeper out. Frankie Four Fingers led, coming to the final 200 metres. Freewheeling, Tamacuz, Sloan Avenue on the outside are all giving chase. Frankie Four Fingers out on his feet. Tamacuz put his head in front. Sloan Avenue coming at Tamacuz. Tamacuz fighting. He's won. Tamacuz has overcome the slow start to win by a half head to Sloan Avenue. Freewheeling third. Photo fourth. Harthek, Frankie Four Fingers, Gold City. Then Layal, Prayer for Relief, Pylon, Forjat, Quadrivium, Surfer, a long break braids to Dark Emerald, and Graphic was one of the last. The judge will look at the photo, but it looks as though he has won the grand final. after winning his way through the carnival. Tamakuz from the one gate was up to his old tricks, and he missed the start. But Paul Hannigan has been able to get him motivated. He's moved up, laid down his challenge. Sloane Avenue went with him, but perhaps has just missed as we wait for the photo. 1:36.81 is the time.
But in fairness to Paul, he never panicked. You can see him in His Highness Sheikh Hamdan's blue colours. But full marks as well to Frankie Dettori from stall 15. That's a real smart horse. That's a group horse in the making, as Jeremy Nacida said. There was only the width of a light coat of paint between them at the death. Very, very close finish. Really, really exciting. But the favourite has won, but only just.
He's had a few people's hearts in their mouths, that's for sure. Massive cheer when they sort of formed that massive assault on Frankie Four Fingers, who's only managed to finish 5th in the end, having looked the winner for much of the race. And he's just found that he just hasn't got the legs to quite get him over the line when the others are throwing down a challenge.
He just wanted to Mikhail make too much use of him. He seems to went a long way from home, didn't he?
Yeah, he does often do that. He's very, very confident on these horses, very positive on them, and he looked like he was gonna hang on, and I wanted him to, and then I realised Tamakuz was back in it, so having looked beaten at one stage.
But it's been a tremendous,
not what we expected.
It's been a tremendous carnival for Paul Hannigan. When you think of that horrible fall that he had at Wolverhampton, missed the first couple of months of the season out here in Dubai, but is a very top jockey, Paul Hannigan, and he's really slotted in magnificent into the Shadwell team. Great team player himself and Dane O'Neill, and delighted for Paul Hannigan while riding the winner of the Godolphin Mile.